It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a...
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Hands it off out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So that'll back him up 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Room here to run. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 24 carries, 81 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. The 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Nothing after one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 3. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one down near the 15. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
To throw, Mayfield.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that 1st half for our home team. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Browns, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Mayfield now.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Toronto first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be under pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 41 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down, Chubb, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So that's going to push him back half the distance. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. On 2nd down at 4, Mayfield. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They shakes him off. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. 2nd and 10.
Stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Finding some room at midfield and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down there with that clock rolling. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Toronto, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.